Let's talk about how to change a diaper in the 1860s.
Babies were typically mostly out of diapers between the ages of 4 to 9 months in the middle of the 19th century as they practiced a traditional toilet training method similar to what we would today call elimination communication. Just like parents watch their babies feeding and tired cues, they also learn their potty cues and sit the baby over a chamber pot to eliminate starting around the age of 6 weeks old, which is long enough for parents to notice their individual baby's cues surrounding their natural needs. This reinforces a baby's natural instinct not to soil or wet themselves. But between birth and 6 weeks, and then also on the occasional accident afterwards, a diaper would need to be changed, so let's talk about that. First, we're going to fold up the long dress and petticoats. Now, this original skirt is a little bit on the longer side for the mid-19th century, but it does work, I promise. They did it for centuries, so obviously it isn't a huge inconvenience, otherwise it would have been adapted sooner. Since the fabrics are so light and thin, it is easy to scrunch them up behind the baby. You can't see baby's face in the video, but trust me that the fabric is not covering their face, except for the random game of Bo Peep, which is the mid-Victorian version of peekaboo. First, remove the pilcher or the woolen diaper cover. This one ties, so it is easily removed. Now we're going to take off the diaper, which also ties. Straight pins were sometimes used, but ties were recommended. The next step is to take a natural sea sponge wet with room temp or warm water in a basin and wipe down baby's intimate areas to clean. Then we will take a clean towel or napkin to dry that area as well. Baby powder was often applied to further dry the area, but by the early 19th century, some advice books were recommending against the use of powder during diaper changes. The practice still stuck around for quite a while, although today it is no longer recommended. Now we are to put down a fresh, clean diaper. This one gets folded around, then tied neatly before adding a fresh pilcher if one is being used. Now all that is left is folding back the skirts and smoothing out the clothing. As for the dirty diaper and pilcher, any solids would be disposed of in the same manner as adult solids, and then the diapers would be placed in a basin of water to soak until laundry time. And now we have a freshly changed baby in the 1860s. I have a sewing pattern out on 18th and 19th century diapering practices, which I will link below, and also we are doing a podcast next month on traditional toilet training in the 18th and 19th centuries. Thanks for watching!